The role knowledge answer that sounds great, but fails the hiring committee member. Most candidates describe a perfectly reasonable two-tower retrieval system, and the hiring committee member marks them no hire anyway, because they never address the short-term versus long-term tension that is the entire point of the question. The question is, design a recommendation system for YouTube Shorts. How do you balance immediate user feedback with long-term engagement? Role knowledge at Google means owning the full ML lifecycle in production, training, serving, evaluation, and the business metrics that tell you whether your model is actually working. What the interviewer is really listening for is whether you understand that optimizing for raw engagement signals can actively degrade long-run user satisfaction, and whether you have the system's instinct to design against that. Here is how most strong candidates answer this question about YouTube Shorts recommendation.
I would design this as a two-stage system. Retrieval, using a two-tower model to generate candidate videos, then a ranking model with features like watch time, likes, and shares. For freshness, I'd incorporate real-time user signals using something like a feature store. To balance short-term and long-term engagement, I'd use a multi-objective loss that weights immediate signals alongside session-level watch time. I'd validate offline with holdout sets and then run A/B tests to confirm online metrics improve before any full rollout.
Two-tower retrieval named, but cascaded ranking stages not addressed. Short-term versus long-term tension acknowledged in one line, never unpacked. No discussion of satisfaction signals or reward hacking risk at scale. A/B testing mentioned, but no metric framework for long-term health defined. Here is what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Retrieval stage named. Cascaded light to heavy ranker architecture absent. Item 2. Short-term versus long-term tension surfaced, but not reasoned through systematically. Item 3. No engagement versus satisfaction distinction. Reward hacking risk not identified. Item 4. No concrete metric framework to validate long-term recommendation health. Verdict. Does not demonstrate role knowledge. Same question, same system. Now listen to how a candidate who understands production recommendation at Google scale frames it.
I'd decompose this into 3 stages. Two-tower A&N retrieval to get candidates, a light ranker filtering on freshness and basic quality signals, then a heavy ranker with dense user and video embeddings. The short-term versus long-term tension is where the real design work lives. Raw watch time is a noisy proxy. It rewards clickbait and harms retention. I'd complement it with explicit satisfaction signals, survey-derived satisfaction scores, and repeat creator consumption as a long-run health proxy. I'd run separate A/B metrics for session engagement and 7-day return rate, and I'd monitor both in production dashboards with alerts on divergence. That split is how you catch reward hacking before it compounds.
Cascaded ranking architecture articulated with correct stage decomposition, short-term versus long-term tension named and mechanistically explained, reward hacking risk explicitly identified with a concrete mitigation approach. Dual A/B metric framework shows production evaluation maturity at Google scale. Notice what changed. It is not the architecture. It is the reasoning about what can go wrong and how you instrument against it. Item 1. Cascaded retrieval to ranking pipeline articulated correctly with 3 stages. Item 2. Reward hacking risk named and addressed with satisfaction signal instrumentation. Item 3. Engagement versus satisfaction metric split shows production evaluation depth. Item 4. Dual A/B metric framework, session and 7-day return, demonstrates Google scale thinking. Verdict. Strong signal. Strong hire. Before your loop, run your answer through these 3 questions. 1. Did you name the cascaded ranking stages, not just retrieval? If not, you look like you only know the textbook version of this system. 2. Did you explicitly name reward hacking as a risk and explain why? If not, the hiring committee member cannot tell you understand production failure modes. 3. Did you separate your engagement metrics from your satisfaction metrics? If not, your A/B test framework cannot detect long-term recommendation health degradation. If you answered no to all 3, you are demonstrating general ML awareness, not role knowledge at Google scale. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Google uses for your role. Find it at interview101.com.